look at what Kamala Harris is doing. She's out there knocking on doors in Pennsylvania, bro. Right? Dude.
So tonight I ask you one last time, are you ready to make your voices heard? Do we believe in freedom?
We do!
Do we believe in opportunity?
Yes, we do!
Do we believe in the promise of America?
Yeah, we do. Let's go.
And are we ready to fight for it?
Yeah! When we fight, we win!
God bless you and
Let's go. Dude, that's some enthusiasm. Historic, right? A woman of color leading America, the slave nation, that's historic, guys. That will reverberate worldwide and change the fabric of all of humanity. Kamala Harris winning this election. It's just one of those seismic, earth-shattering accomplishments, like when Obama won the presidency, or the ending of slavery, or the civil rights movement, or the Berlin Wall coming down. There are these things that change the fabric of all of humanity, even if you're not in the country it's happening to. And I talked about this the other night, how the people who lead anti-racism work say, when the black woman is free, all humanity is free. That the black woman is the last one to arrive. And so Kamala Harris winning this presidency is like a seismic step with humanity. Like, you gotta get out there and vote. You gotta get your friends and family out there and vote. We need this to happen. This is going to heal the world. Not even her necessarily, you know what I'm saying? Because she's just a human. She'll make mistakes. She's not perfect. She's not the answer. But I'm talking about the fabric of this energy blanket that we all warm ourselves with, where people breaking these glass ceilings. And a woman of color winning the presidency in America will change the entire fucking world for the better. It will heal shit. It will heal shit. It's the type of thing that could maybe really set a foundation for peace in the Middle East. And it's not even about the person. It's about the seismic happenings of, like, you know, when you walk down the street and you smile at somebody, your smile reverberates for thousands of miles. The energy. That's why it's good to go out and radiate connection and positivity. And when people break glass ceilings, that shit heals us, man. And so a woman of color winning the presidency tomorrow is going to be so good for this world. Whereas Donald Trump winning the presidency will be bad. It will be toxic. He is like the last of the pre-civil rights movement, you know, toxic male, grabbing, property rights only to the white men. He is like one of the last gasps of that old shitty manhood and racism and segregation and shit. Degenerate. Dude, they're out in the streets going door to door. Look at that. Let's go, baby. Look at the crowds, boss. AOC's out in Pennsylvania, whooping it up. Dude, there's some enthusiasm, guys. We got the enthusiasm. All right, here we go.
Just to bring it back into seriousness, we don't need a star because we have policy. We have great policy. We have great policy.
Yeah, look at that. Nobody's clapping. They have great policy. Dude, do you see nobody fucking clapping, bro?
Just to bring it back into seriousness.
Dude, what is that policy? That policy is tariffs from 1890s that bankrupted America, 70% poverty rate by 1900. The Alien Act of 1798, when there was slavery and nobody but white men, property owners, could vote. He wants concentration camps for Hispanic people. Women die of sepsis and deliver rapist babies. Like, what fucking policy do they have? They don't have any policy, bro. They don't even have any policy.
Because we have policy. We have great policy.
But look at that, dude, how it's just going over. He knows, dude. Dude, I've been watching this guy for 20 fucking years, bro. He knows. He knows by the crowd reaction. He's won an election. He did this in 2016. when he had that momentum and he was doing 3-4 rallies a day in 2016, but everybody was cheering. They were going ape shit. But he knows he's fucking losing tomorrow, bro. He knows. He is a consummate entertainer. He knows how to work a room. You can see him. He's waiting for that charge and he's not getting it. And then you can see him just like dying inside.
Policy. We have great policy. We have great policy.
You see that look right there? Right there, dude. He knows, bro. He knows it's not hitting.
We have great policy. We have great policy.
He knows, dude. He knows, dude. Look at his face. He knows, bro. Oh, shit. Dude, I've said since the beginning, I was calling Kamala Harris 292 or 308. Am I nervous? Not really. It's weird, dude. I've felt like a weird, eager sense of anticipation. There's a tiny bit, probably like a 5% in me sort of worry of like, God, will America f this up? I have chosen to go all in on the faith that women and people who remember what his first term was like and who have listened to all the nasty shit he's been saying for the last fucking year are just ready to kick him to the curb, that we're ready to work together as Americans and leave Trumpism behind and sort of heal. So there's like 5% of me that is worried that America may drop the ball. They may fumble, but it's really minor, guys. To be honest with you, I feel a lot like 2012. In leading up to 2012, everyone thought it was a 50-50 take. The economy, we had been through some shit because of, Obama fixing George Bush's problems and all the chaos he inherited. And everyone was convinced that Mitt Romney was going to win that one, that it was a tie race. And I worked that night at a bar here in town, and we set a record for the biggest single night bar sales that the bar had ever done in 35 years. And it was just me and a cook. And it was so busy, and we racked in thousands of dollars in sales. And it was nuts, bro. It was insane. And Obama won. It was a really big moment because it was in doubt. And I feel like that because Trump has been so singularly disgusting and degenerate and nasty and racist. His campaign is fizzling, guys. We're going to look at that because that says a lot, guys. The fizzle. He had 4 rallies today, like Trump out there having 4 rallies, but they were dead, bro. His rallies were dead. This is Trump's final rally. Trump fell off a cliff today. He did. He had 4 rallies today, but every rally was empty, bro. There was nobody. It was like a dustbin. First off, the upper deck is blocked. Seats that are unfilled everywhere, dude.
Trump still speaking?
Yeah.
You guys leaving early? You guys leaving early?
Yeah.
Taking off? Are you guys leaving early?
Yeah.
All right. Leaving the rally early?
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys leaving early?
Yeah.
You guys leaving early?
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys taking off a little bit early?
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys leaving?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why did you decide to leave early?
I've heard it before.
Heard it before, it's kind of boring.
I've heard it before.
Trump still speaking?
Yeah.
Dude,
You guys leaving?
people are fleeing, bro. JD Vance, after their whole crying about garbage, he decides to call Kamala Harris trash. I'm sure women are going to love this, right?
We are going to take out the trash in Washington, D.C., and the trash's name is Kamala Harris.
So let's see. They've called this esteemed woman trash, a sleazebag, a whore, essentially, because she had pimp handlers. They've denigrated her as being low IQ, et cetera, et cetera.
He's went through a lot, but he could fight. Let me tell you, that guy could fight. But can you imagine Mike? Oh, he says, put Mike in the ring with Kamala. That would be interesting.
Dude, he's on a weird domestic violence thing today. He was like, there's a Mike Tyson reference. See, I guess Kamala Harris get domestically abused, get beat up by Mike Tyson. He did the same shit with Michelle Obama, using the word hitting. It's the language he uses here because he's responding to her being critical of him, but he uses the word hit so he can say, am I allowed to hit her now? And the point of this is he's constantly using this language of violence, domestic violence language. He doesn't need to do that. He does that shit on purpose because he's an abuser and he's a fucking predator and he's a fucking piece of shit. That's why. That's why he does it. He does this shit on purpose, always dehumanizing. And first off, he shouldn't even be talking about Michelle Obama. He should be talking about his great message that he's going to bring for all American people, but he's not. He's talking about hate and personal grievances and how he wants to hit women and disguising it in a way that gives him plausible deniability. And he's saying it to a bunch of white people, even though he's campaigning in areas where 40% of the crowds in some of these places should be people of color. But no, the only people that show up to his shit rallies are white people because he's a racist who uses dog whistles and has white supremacists developing policy for him. And he's just a piece of shit. But here he goes.
Countries weren't accepting him back until I came. You know, with Barack Hussein Obama, I call him the Great Divider.
Yeah, he's got to throw in the Hussein, of course, right? He's got to throw in the Hussein. Oh, yeah, and throw a little racism in there with your phony-ass crowd of fucking women that you paid to stand behind you.
Countries weren't accepting him back until I came. You know, with Barack Hussein Obama, I call him the Great Divider. He's the Great Divider.
A Great Divider, yeah. Okay.
And he hit... And Michelle hit
Yeah,
me.
he's the Great Divider because he was, what, presidenting while black?
Countries weren't accepting him back until I came. You know, with Barack Hussein Obama, I call him the Great Divider.
This guy's disgusting.
He's the Great Divider. And he hit... And Michelle hit me. I was so nice to her. Out of respect, I was so nice. She hit me the other day. I was going to say to my people, am I allowed to hit her now? They said, take it easy, sir. Sir, take it. My geniuses, I'm telling you, they said, just take it easy.
Dude.
I've always treated her very nicely. But he's the Great Divider.
Always treated her very nicely. This is the man who made up a birther controversy about her husband, stoked it for years, stoked other racism, was, you know, callous of Michelle Obama when she wanted to improve kids' school lunches. Remember that? And now he's got RFK who says he's going to change all the kids' food. But when Michelle Obama did it, he was on her. He's had supporters talk about killing her. They've made up things that she's transgender. He's never been nice to her. He's been disgusting to black women nationwide. The crowds are thinning, bro. This was in Reading, Pennsylvania, dude. Nobody there. This is North Carolina. Donald Trump is on stage in 90 minutes, and there were no crowds. People were just walking right in. Dude, there was nobody there. Nobody's ever seen this in a red state Trump rally. Look at this. They set out all these barriers to handle the crowd. But look at it. There's nobody there, bro. It's like Disneyland during COVID. There's not a single person in line. He didn't even want to go on stage. He didn't even want to go out. He was so unhappy.
But interestingly, and I can't tell you exactly why, but in this final week, we have seen far smaller crowds. We were in Greensboro, North Carolina. We're just a few thousand people. Macon, Georgia, just a few thousand people yesterday. What does that mean? Ultimately, you can only discern so much from what crowd sizes look like.
It means that the enthusiasm is dead, bro. People are just, they're not hyped. They're not hyped for him, bro.
Since I've been covering Donald Trump since 2015, there's been us in the press that have been looking around questioning why the crowd sizes have been less than what we are accustomed to.
Donald Trump is a two-bit buffoon. But look at that, dude. He can't even fill the space behind him. But again, though, guys, look at what he's done. He did it again. He took all of the young women and placed them right behind him.
Please help me welcome the next president of the United States. Y'all show some love, Kamala Harris.
Let's go! Oh, listen to that reaction, baby! Now that is enthusiasm. Let's go, motherfuckers! Look at that energy, baby. Dude, I'm feeling 2012 vibes, baby. That is enthusiasm, motherfuckers. We are going to win tomorrow.
I am looking to make progress. And I pledge to listen to those who will be impacted by the decisions I make. I pledge to listen to experts. I pledge to listen to people who disagree with me. Because you see, I don't believe that people who disagree with me are the enemy. I'll give them a seat at the table. That's what real leaders do.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what strong leaders do. And I pledge to always put country above party and self, and to be a president for all Americans.
She's going to be there for everybody. Look at Philadelphia, bro. The opposite of the Trump rally, where everybody's snoozing. Look what's going on in Philly, dude. Rock concerts and shit. Lady Gaga! I love Lady Gaga.
For more than half of this country's life, women didn't have a voice. Yet we raised children. We held our families together. We supported men as they made the decisions. But tomorrow, women will be a part of making this decision.
Yeah, man.
Today, I am holding in my heart all the tough, tenacious women who made me who I am. I cast my vote for someone who will be a president for all Americans. And now, Pennsylvania, it's your turn.
Dude, that's so moving. You know what I mean? She's talking about that, and Trump is talking about Adam Schiff being a watermelon head and wanting UFC fighters to beat up migrants. Like, the tone is so different.
Adam Shifty Schiff, one of the truly unattractive people.
Dude, why is he...
I call him watermelon head. He's got...
Why is he talking about Adam Schiff's head? Right? You know what I mean? Like, really? Is that his... That's his message to independent voters? Adam Schiff's head shape. Does he think that's going to resonate? Like, who the is this guy's campaign manager? Right? You know what I mean? Like...
Got the largest head and the smallest neck. He's got a neck that's about 4 inches around. He's got a watermelon on top of it. But he's not a stupid person.
So cringe.
He's an evil kind of person. And he's likely going to be a senator, unfortunately. But, I mean, this scum is going to be a senator. So their movement carries on. But our movement carries on, too. As long as ours carries on. You know the UFC, Dana White? Oh, they killed me in this. I told Dana, you know, to set up your League of Champions, unbelievable, best fighters in the world, and a migrant league. At the end, I want the migrant to go against the champion, and I think the migrant might actually win. That's how nasty some of these guys are.
Dude, look at that. Look at how the people behind him are just desolate. Dude, so basically what he says is he wants Dana White to have a UFC where you'd have UFC fighters get in the ring with migrants. And everybody there is like, dude, it's dead, bro. It is dead, boss. His rallies are dead.
So what I'm hearing, he's at right now 4%. She's at 4%. And so we never want to take anything for granted, but we're really doing well.
He says Kamala Harris has a 4% chance of winning. And look at everybody behind him, dude. They're just like, they're not even excited, right? Supposedly 4% chance. That means he's basically guaranteed to win. Nobody's ever had odds like that. That's like Reagan Mondale shit. Right there, 4% chance. Look at him. Look at how excited his followers are, bro.
I really want you to feel the moment. I am a sucker for a good laugh. I'm the guy they throw out the movie theater because the movie's too funny and I'm making too much noise. I'm the guy that you can roast me in a comedy club and I will laugh with you all the way out. The other day in Madison Square Garden, that was no joke, ladies and gentlemen.
That was not a comedy club. It's politics.
That was no joke. And it was filled with so much hate. Hatred of Jewish people. hatred of black people, carving watermelons, calling Puerto Rico an island of garbage. My Latinos, where is your pride?
It's Fat Joe, baby. He's pissed off, bro.
I don't know why, but if I'm speaking to some undecided Puerto Ricans, especially in Pennsylvania, what more they got to do to show you who they are?
Thankful to everyone for being here, and including the leaders of the Puerto Rican community. I stand here proud of my longstanding commitment to Puerto Rico and her people, and I will be a president for all Americans. All Americans.
Look at who is campaigning for Harris Walls. We got Katy Perry, Lady Gaga, Fat Joe, Christina Aguilera, John Bon Jovi, Robert De Niro, Beyonce, Bruce Springsteen, Julia Roberts, Oprah Winfrey, Jennifer Lopez, Eminem, Lizzo, Cardi B, and George Clooney. And who do you have for Trump? You have Kid Rock, Hulk Hogan, Forgiato Blow, right? What's her name, dude? Trump 2024. Whoa, Vicky. Right? They call it elites. Dude, I love how they call it elites, though, because they're like, they call Hollywood elites. But Trumpy, he ain't elite, right? Nah, right? He's not elite. All right, we got Megyn Kelly in the house, though.
By the left for saying he would be a protector of women. He will be a protector of women, and it's why I'm voting for him.
Ew, dude. All right, Megyn Kelly, first, nobody fucking cares what you say. And secondly, that's so gross to think that this guy, the grab him by the pussy guy, the adjudicated sexual abuser, good buddies with Jeffrey Epstein, calling him up at 3 a.m, cheating on every wife while his wives are pregnant. He's out there fucking other women and he's lying to them to have sex, promising Stormy Daniels to put her on The Apprentice when he didn't even have the clout to do that. Lying to women, offering them show business things that he couldn't deliver in order to get in their pants, and then bragging about it in a disgusting way. Total degenerate, scoundrel, stacks the Supreme Court, makes it so women are dying of sepsis. He wants to get rid of birth control and mifepristone. He wants to take away any ability for women to be able to have control over their uterus so they can decide if they want to give up their career if they accidentally get pregnant. Everything he's done about women has been scummy. He bought a teenage beauty pageant and then bragged about going backstage and watching teenage girls undress. He bragged about that. He's made comments about Michael Cohen's 15-year-old daughter. He made comments about a 10-year-old girl on the escalator at Trump Tower. He's groped his own daughter and talked about how he wants to bang his own daughter. This guy is a fucking pig. His wife won't even be caught in the same room with him. He is disgusting. His own staff members, Cassidy Hutchinson and Alyssa Farah Griffin, that worked with him in the White House in 2016, would not allow female staffers to be in the same room with him alone, because he was making shitty comments about the women's asses and being a disgusting, lecherous piece of shit. When he was president, they had to do that. He is a predator. He is a fucking predator. You don't have to hope that tomorrow's good for me, because here's the deal. You ready? I am a white man in his 50s. I am immune to Donald Trump. If Donald Trump were to win tomorrow, which I don't believe he is going to, but were something to happen and he were to win, I would not be harmed by him at all. At all. I would in fact benefit. It's like I am doing this fight for the people that would be harmed, which are women, LGBTQ, people of color, Hispanic people, my God, the immigrants that work important jobs. This fight is for everybody who is not me, because I am not harmed by him.